Baseball is dead.
Rest in peace.
We got ourselves a World Series here, folks. Not
it up. Knot it up.
Yeah, it is. It's what I expected. I expected back and forth. I guess we'll see if that trend continues. But I think the story of tonight is obvious. I think everyone tuning in right now is expecting to hear at least a half an hour tongue bath of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And I believe that that's what you're going to get. It was all about him. I mean, to a degree for a while. But by the way, if you did, some people hate the streams, whatever. We had Joe Madden on the stream tonight, and it was fucking awesome. Just talking shop, talking ball with a guy that's been there and done that. Matt Barnes was on. You're getting to talk pitching perspective with him. But very, very awesome conversation for quite a few innings with Joe Madden. And it was almost like the game was waiting for him to finish his segment so that we could get it was like the action in the game paused while he was talking, and then out of nowhere it was like bang, Will Smith home run, bang, Max Muncy home run. And we're like, oh fuck, there's a game happening here. But for 6+ innings, it was Yamamoto and Kevin Gausman just duking it out, going blow for blow. At one point, Gausman had retired, 17 straight batters?
17 straight before the homer.
Yeah, 17 straight before the Will Smith homer. And then I don't want to say the wheels fell off. I mean, yeah, he gave up 2 homers in the inning, but it was still a very good outing for Gausman.
Well, he was dominant, dude.
Yeah,
he was
dominant. He dominated for a good stretch of that game. But to have that kind of outing where, you've retired 17 straight batters, but you're not the talk of the town because Yamamoto goes out there and turns in his second consecutive postseason complete game, which this is the first time that this has happened since 2001, Jay.
That's correct.
This is Curt Schilling.
That's correct.
Curt Schilling in 2001 for the D-backs was the last time that we saw this. I was in middle school the last time that we saw back-to-back complete games in the postseason. And so one thing that I want to hit on first before we kind of, I'll pass the ball to Jay and Dallas and all that. I want to get their perspectives on this. But I get that people hate the Dodgers. I get that there's a lot of envy amongst fan bases that their teams don't spend money. The Dodgers spend money in general, and they spent the most money from a pitching perspective on Yamamoto. If you can't sit there and appreciate or just tip your cap, if you can't even appreciate it, just some sort of acknowledgement of that's fucking cool. How many pitchers get paid boatloads of money and never throw one complete game in the postseason, never mind consecutive? Then, I'm sure that you'll even acknowledge it yourself. I'm just a hater. Fine. If you're just a hater, that's fine. But you can hate the Dodgers all you want. You can hate teams that spend money all you want. You can hate the fact that he's the highest paid pitcher in baseball. But if you can't sit there as a baseball fan and say, that was fucking awesome to watch, then I don't know what to tell you. That was cool.
Well, think about this. We talk about the Max Scherzer, and I have said this, in terms of the early super contracts, that Max Scherzer was one of the first guys to not only live up to, but I think fulfill, and maybe even some would say surpass expectations in terms of living out the life of the contract. And a lot of that has to do, why? Because Max won a ring, right? And so when that happens, you say thank you, you appreciate it, and you move on. And you don't quibble over the dollars at that point because you won the ring, and let that be that. Yamamoto is in a position right now already to be able to do something very similar, to almost already sort of cash in on what the life of the contract would hopefully bring. And it's not only the ultimate success with the ring, but the individual success, and in the fashion in which this success is being achieved, it's with dominance. And this is what you are paying top dollar for, is not for a guy to eke through 4 2/3 and quote unquote give your team a chance to win when he leaves the games because it's fucking 4-4, right? No, this dude is dialing up CG after CG. He is stifling swing and miss teams. Like, he is doing everything you need a guy that you have paid this money to go out and do. He has already answered the bell. Already.
Jay Hay?
What you said right off the top stuck with me, which was that you were in middle school the last time that this happened. And I remember exactly where I was for the 2001 World Series. It was a, interesting time in my life, so it's seared into my brain. And that entire portion of my life has passed since the last time we saw something like this is just mind-boggling to me. And I think it's so cool. I don't care about the Dodgers thing for a second. Like, just that it's a guy who had the expectations and the contract and and the hype and the mystique placed on him that Yamamoto did, and that it hasn't been a straight line journey. Like, we didn't just arrive at this point the minute he got here. It's been like a real ascent, and it feels like it's been an ascent within an ascent this season and this postseason. And that it's like, we've seen a lot of starts where, I've almost become numb to some of these starts where it's like 12 strikeouts, 1 walk, 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 innings or whatever. And it's like, those are awesome. I'm not disparaging those, but there is something appealing about the way that Yamamoto achieves these, where it's a mix of swing and miss and the other stuff and efficiency and getting outs via contact that is aesthetically appealing, and also just allows him to be in the conversation that we're talking about with consecutive complete games.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Not
lost on me. It's not lost on me as a guy that doesn't have a dog in the fight, as a guy who has been labeled a Dodger hater because I picked the Jays. I was locked in. Obviously, I'm having a conversation with Joe Madden, and I'm locked in on what he's saying. Like, it was an awesome baseball conversation. I almost feel like we should fucking clip that and just put it on the YouTube on its own. But sitting there watching him do what he was doing to a lineup that has not just been the best run producing lineup in the postseason, but it's by a wide margin. Like, we're talking, like, on average, actually, it's probably gone up from last night. I didn't get the chance to double check it before game 2 started, but the Jays after last night, game 1, have to be averaging like 7 runs a game for the playoffs. And that's what he just did to that fucking lineup. He just went out and sliced and diced.
So this is an interesting aspect of what has unfolded here, because I highlighted it during the stream, and I'll say it again. This is the picture perfect unfolding of a game 2 if you are Dave Roberts. And it's because it now gives your bullpen 2 full days to rest and reset. And is there something to the fact that it has taken a complete game shut down performance from Yamamoto for the Dodgers to win this game? And it's not like they beat the brakes off them. Sure, 5-1. I mean, probably a few swings away. Ultimately, really only 1. But with all that to be said, I think Yamamoto going out there and doing this, hopefully for the Dodgers, is that awakening? Is that wake up call? Is that, hey, let's remember what happened in game 1. All right. We got chipped away at. Our boy Snell got chipped away at. And before we knew it, things blew up. They put a couple big swings on some pitches. And after that, things got out of control. And we started to chip away late. We were never really a threat, but we do not want to have that happen again, where we find ourselves in just a half inning out of a ball game. And now we have to do the same thing and, retreat and try to lick our wounds and heal over a 3-game set. And that's where coming home on the heels of a Yamamoto dominant performance like that, with everybody rested, recalibrated, locked and reloaded, I got to believe the Dodgers have to be thinking there's no way we can let this thing get back to Toronto. There's no way. But it took a performance like this from Yamamoto just to get here.
And I think Jared's point's worth repeating too, statistically, that it came against a team that had up until this point been arguably the most potent offense in a postseason that we had ever seen, at least in
6.83 runs per game. I just checked.
Yeah, and the slugging percentage was the highest in a minimum of 7 games in AL NL history, and the
534
and the OPS which was an even 900, was the 4th highest since 1969. So that's the offense that they did it against. And it's not like the Blue Jays offense wasn't already very good in the regular season. So yeah, I actually think it's the rare start or the rare combo of starts, if you're looking at it, the pair of complete games, that you almost can't overstate how impressive it is, because I've got nuggets on it, but both starts were on the road, as a reminder too. And that I think only makes it more impressive.
Yeah. I mean, like going into game 2, the Blue Jays were hitting .305 this postseason with a .365 on base, the aforementioned .534 slug for the 900 OPS. They, as a team, they have 129 hits. The Dodgers have 94. They have 26 doubles to the Dodgers 17. And they have 23 homers to the Dodgers 14. That's going into game 2. 50 extra base hits to the Dodgers 33. So yeah, they're doing it. they're not fucking around. They're out here, they're swinging it, and their stars are contributing, and it's not just garbage time homers. At least, if there have been quote unquote meaningless homers, they've been in wins. I hate to call Shohei's game 1 home run meaningless, but that's a meaningless home run.
It is.
When the Jays are hitting quote unquote meaningless homers, it's to go up even bigger. It's not to chip away at an insurmountable deficit. So yeah, just, I guess, all context to, show how great the Blue Jays offense is, but really more so to highlight how impressive what Yamamoto did tonight was.
Yeah, I mean, this is the takeaway from the series, and this is what we all knew, is that good pitching, and that's what the Dodgers have to start the ball game. Good pitching can silence good hitting. And
it's great pitching.
Well, I mean, when we're categorizing it, it is, yes, it's great pitching, but the old adage is good pitching beats good hitting. Mm-hmm. And to this point, you label it, we all identify it as great pitching, and it's great hitting offense, too. So you can just upgrade it. Oh yeah. Well, it's an offense that is, we're talking about putting them in a historical conversation. So yeah, it's still tip the cap to the man who's out there spinning that shit on the bump, because that was absolutely dazzling.
Yeah, you almost had to tip your cap to me because my pick'em was one Mookie Betts hit away from cashing.
Almost had to tip your cap.
I mean, I don't think you've won once this postseason. Wow. I don't think you've won one time.
How many legs did you have in your pick'em?
You ask me this every time. I always do 3.
You had a cute 3. That's cool. It's 6.
I always do 3.
I think 4 of mine hit out of the 6.
Yeah,
you were like a
lost.
plus what? Like
you
2?
Always lose.
I was
you
a plus 30.
You're a loser.
No, it's cool. Yeah.
You don't win. I win.
Bet you go to the ocean.
I win, and I will win again for game 3. Jay, hey, mark my words. I'm going to dial up a winner for game 3. Yeah. That's my promise to the people. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. It is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. Playing their pick'em game is as simple as selecting higher or lower on player stats like strikeouts, total bases, home runs, and so much more. You know that I'm the total base king, though. So it's like, yeah, you can do all these stats, but you know what you're going to get from me. It's total bases and victories. That's what I do. That's what I'm up to. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. It's Jared to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. I almost wish that tonight's final was 3-1. Like the clunky shit by Toronto at the end where, the game was much closer than I think it would appear to be in the box score. Like this was a 3-1 ball game. And for a while it was looking like I was getting antsy being like, all right, Joe Madden's probably going to wrap around the 8th and we're still going to have 6 more innings of baseball after he's gone. Like I was rooting for extras. And it felt like that was, I don't know. We were not like it was game 2. I can't say that we were due for it, but I don't know. I feel like it would have been fucking cool to just have like an extra inning battle between these two teams. But all that to say, it's a victory for the Dodgers. Dallas's Dodgers in 5 is still on the table. Did you go Dodgers in 6, Jay?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that right now?
I feel decent. I feel better tonight than I did when we recorded the podcast last night, for sure.
Yeah, you guys probably sound really stupid last night.
Oh, no.
Well,
I think I sounded super fresh, but actually I probably sounded like shit because I need a new XLR cable, but I ordered that and it's going to be here for the next Justin Nuts. And anyway, I just feel completely different because every concern that I had about the Dodgers was, at least for the time being, covered up once again by Yamamoto doing a complete game. So,
right.
With the off day, and they now have the pitching advantage in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, they have the pitching advantage
in every game.
Yes, in every game. Sure. And I think the only time that they would have had it was like maybe if Gosman matched up against Shohei, or maybe if he matched up against Glasnow. But that was their only chance to have an advantage from a pitching standpoint. And none of it, like I just said, was guaranteed. I think you can make an argument or a case for the Dodgers still having the edge. Even it didn't matter who pitched for them. It's an embarrassment of riches is what it is. I'm excited about the series switching back to LA. I know that as someone that picked the Blue Jays that doesn't make any sense, but I don't know, just seeing the excitement in LA. I mean, I feel like those fans, it's a different environment. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a flavor. It's a vibe, I guess. Like Yankee Stadium in the postseason, it's hostile. Like you can taste it. It's like, it tastes like fucking aluminum. It sucks, but it has like a flavor to it. But October, especially the World Series in LA, especially after what the Dodgers were able to do in the postseason last year and the Freddie Freeman walk-off grand slam in game 1. It's kind of like, for as long as Dodger Stadium has been around, it's the second oldest ballpark to Fenway, right? Oh no, it's third with Wrigley.
No, third to Wrigley.
Yeah. Third oldest ballpark in baseball. And it's almost like the vibe there, it was, because I'm not old enough to have seen or recall. It was kind of like built around like Kershaw's comeuppance, like his dominance was then handed over to this core, which is, I don't know. I mean, it's a baseball super team. I'm excited to see Mad Max on the bump in this environment. I'm excited to see if maybe, depending on what the score is, could we see Kershaw and Scherzer in the same game? That would be nice. That'd be a nice little nod to the baseball seam heads out there if we got
it's
both of those names in the box score.
It's not going well for someone if that's the case.
Correct. Which is fucked up to say, Dallas.
I said it.
But you said it, yeah.
Well, the answer could be it's not going well for us if it's like a 19-inning game and they have to go to them.
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, actually.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it still stands that way.
Yeah.
Well, we're staring down the barrel of a 19-inning affair with 3 in a row. Hey, guess what? How you feeling about that, Doc? Me over here, not great either. Shitty spot, huh? Yeah.
That 18-inning World Series Game 5 in 2018, Jay Hay. What time did that end East Coast? Like 3 a.m.?
It's a great question, actually.
Yeah, it was like 1:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, it was late.
Good thing it didn't take long to get out of the parking lot too.
That's my like big knock on Dodger Stadium. It's like, oh, you've been there? Yeah, you like it? No. It's a fucking nightmare to get to. Like the Uber, like Dodger Stadium, for anyone that doesn't know, Dodger Stadium is
local.
On top of Mount Olympus, and the Uber drop-off is at the base of the mountain. So you have to fucking hike a mountain just to get to the gates of Dodger Stadium. And then when the game is over and you've got 55,000 people all trying to get out of this same fucking 2-lane crevice, the only way out is the back entrance there. There's not like several ways out, and they just pool all these people into one big space, and it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. The only way that I would ever go back there is to watch the Red Sox win the World Series again.
It's otherwise a pretty nice place taking a ball game. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Do you?
I do.
I like watching the game there. I just don't like if I could transport, I would love going there all the time.
But like I don't know. Like I'm not saying like I enjoy watching a game in like I can go to a ball game expecting different experiences. Like I'm down to roll it like, hey, bro, you want to just go sit out in the bleachers? And like I know what you know what I'm saying? There's a vibe.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the ball game? You're trying to go to the lounge? You're trying to all right, different vibe. Right? Or we sitting behind home plate, different vibe. Like what do you want to do? How do you want to go about this? So for me, in my experience at Dodger Stadium, all three of those experiences are awesome.
We take a quick break from Baseball is Dead to thank our great sponsors, the reason why we're able to do what we do. Keep the lights on over here in BID land. The leaves are turning, the temps are dropping, and the weekend air is getting that nice autumn crisp. Just because the weather is changing over doesn't mean that you have to pack away the fun. Chubby's is here to make sure your fall wardrobe hits harder than a PSL on a slow Sunday morning with soft, stretchy, fall-ready staples built for maximum comfort and minimal effort. The Chubby's Fall Collection just dropped, and it's packed with cozy gear that brings the metaphorical and real heat. There's the new Comfort Collection featuring the Everywhere Jogger, which, by the way, is my favorite. I pretty much live in them. It's the perfect pant for impromptu naps, weekend errands, and everything in between. We all agree that fall should be cozy, not constricting, and Chubby's delivers peak softness without sacrificing an ounce of style. So go ahead, break up with the stiff pants and embrace the fun side of fall. Comfy, casual, and built for life, Chubby's original stretch shorts can live on your legs, available in long, short, and way short. And they come with a relaxed fit, elastic waistband, and no fuss design. These are the kind of shorts that you'll forget you're wearing until you get an onslaught of high fives and compliments. And whether you're layering up for tailgates, lounging around through lazy Sundays, or just leaning into full fall comfort, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our listeners 20% off your order with the promo code BID at chubbysshorts.com/BID. That is promo code BID at chubbysshorts.com/BID. Please support the show. Show your thighs some respect with Chubby's. Also, Shopify. Shout out to Shopify because this is what we use for the Section 10 merch store. And it is also what we will be using for the Baseball is Dead merch store when we launch that, which should be in the coming days, by the way. I think that's going to be really soon. But yeah, Shopify is great. I got the app on my phone. I use the website on my desktop. It's perfect for like I get like a push notification every single time that we get an order. Boom, right there to your phone. You can track it from, say I want to see the sales from the last 90 days. Can check that out. If we just did a merch drop and I want to see how's it doing this weekend, I can do that as well. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. And again, Section 10, baseball is dead. We are Shopify brands. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get word out that you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you are ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/dead, DEAD. Go to shopify.com/dead, shopify.com/dead. Back to the show. Did I see a stat that like Will Smith is the only Dodger to have multiple hits in the series? Is that right?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In the first? No way. In the first 2 games?
Yeah,
I mean, that's possible for sure.
it's certainly possible.
Really? Let's find out.
Yeah, we have our best. We have our best working on it right now.
I'm on it right now. I'll tell you right
Yeah, no, it's best not to.
now.
No, it's
no.
it's not true.
Will Smith, Max Muncy, and Shohei all have multiple hits.
I don't know.
Shohei
I
has
thought I
two.
saw that.
Yeah,
Never
Shohei
mind.
has 2.
That's a yucky.
Muncy has 2, and Fresh Prince leading the charge.
Maybe it was true at one point.
Yeah, maybe coming into tonight.
Yeah, man, I don't know, dude.
That wouldn't be that impressive. There'd only been one game.
I have a question for you guys. Because of Kevin Gausman being the I don't want to say just the best pitcher for the Blue Jays, but he's like the only really good pitcher for the Blue Jays.
So
was the Gausman game must win for Toronto?
It was
no matter who, like regardless of who the Blue Jays were going up against, was the Gausman game must win?
We talked about it last night, how the Blue Jays opted to not use Chris Bassett for 3 innings, instead got 2 out of him, and that's fine. That's now basically a moot point going into this. But the idea is you just don't want to have to use any more of your guys than you need to. And especially if it's Gausman on the mound and he gives you the type of outing that he gave you. Ultimately, again, that type of outing is the outing that you appreciate because he still gave you, in your mind, a chance to win the game, did he not? Well within striking distance for your offense, were they not? They just could not muster anything against a guy who is dealing right now at a historic clip. So tip your cap. You're just a victim of circumstance right now. You ran into a fucking buzzsaw in Yamamoto. So I mean that just kind of is what it is, dude.
Jay?
I would say no, not a must win. I would file it under a really would have loved to have it though. I think it's pretty close, but I do feel that, I think they will be competitive enough in the other games and the other matchups to still have a chance. Obviously I picked the Dodgers in 6, so I feel a certain way. But I don't think Gausman was a must win. No.
This game, see, for me, the game two is so important. And I would love to see what the stats are going into, like a team down, a team that has lost the first game, winning the second game, and then going home. Like what is their success rate over those next 3 games, or what is their success rate in totality in the series after that? Because of what that off day provides. And if you are the Blue Jays, getting the performance that you got from Gausman, while you did not win the game, still kind of puts you in position to go into an off day, not really licking your wounds and having 5-6 different guys coming off of usage, right? Coming off of any sort of workload. Now it's just a few. So you're good there. You did not win the game, though. So it feels like Gausman's effort was in vain because there's nothing to show for it outside of a decently rested bullpen that does really get to catch their breath with the day off. So outside of that, you didn't win anything. And now you're going back to LA and you're staring down the barrel of another dominant fucking arm. The dog with like Glasnow. Chew on that one.
I mean, I think I don't want to disrespect and use the word miracle. I don't think it was a miracle, but I would say it was highly improbable to get the outing that the Jays got from Scherzer in the ALCS. And to expect that again, I think would be foolish. So, I mean, the Jays are going to have to come out swinging in game 3. I don't know what to expect from Scherzer. I don't want to underestimate him. I don't want to say, he doesn't have any shot to complete 5 or whatever. I mean, it's not, again, like we looked at the Dodgers offensive numbers for the postseason. It's like, they've done enough. They've done more than enough. They are tied 1-1 in the World Series. Like you don't get to the World Series by doing dick.
This is Jared. Let's just put it in perspective. Because I said this about going out on top or not. And whether that changes at all because of the result will remain to be seen. But this could very well be the last baseball game that Max Scherzer pitches.
Correct. I think in all likelihood it is.
And if it is, then
they're not going to fucking be like, hey, game 7, 8th inning, it's tied. Get Scherzer down to the bullpen like that. That's not happening.
No, brother. And I don't know that I want to bet against that dog.
I don't either, but I feel like the looming outing that you have in your head is the one that we already saw. I just don't know that we see it twice in a row.
This is one of the greatest competitors that you've ever watched take the mound and throw the baseball.
I agree.
This is one of the greatest pitchers that the game has had grace our presence. And this could very well be the last time.
Can't you say the same thing about Kershaw? And you already said, like, we're only seeing him in mop-up. And Kershaw had a better season than Scherzer.
But my friend.
Oh, he just my friend to me. What?
Need.
What? What did I do?
No, well, God, just fucking listen.
I'm listening.
Need number one has separated these two in their roles, right? Need. So is it fair to say that the Jays need a Max Scherzer, like in his form as it is right now, in his current form? They need Max Scherzer.
They need him.
Do the Dodgers need Clayton Kershaw to start a playoff game for them?
They don't.
Let alone a World Series game for them. No, they do not. So that is the difference just right out of the gate.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, both of these dudes are two of the best of their generation, two of the greatest competitors that we've had the chance to watch over the last 2 decades. And I don't know. I feel like the legacy going out swinging outing is the one that we saw in the ALCS. I don't want to say he can't repeat it. I would just be surprised if he did.
Pussy, say it.
No, because I mean he could go out there and do it. I'm not expecting that from him. You can't expect that from him.
I'm not telling you to expect it from him. I'm telling you that I do not want to be the dude who has bet against a similar performance happening. I because of
all right.
Everything
so then predict his pitching line right now. What do you got?
5 2/3, 7 Ks, 2 runs.
5 2/3, huh? Isn't that one more out than he got in the ALCS?
Why can't it be a similar line, Jared? Why can't that fucking dog? run. Why can't I believe in Max Scherzer? Why can't he go out on his shield? I'm not telling you that they win the game. I'm telling you that Max Scherzer gives you every single drop he has left in him. This is a man whose body has been surgically reattached here recently and has willed himself to the mound, has willed himself down the slope, giving you every bead of sweat and drop of blood that his body can muster. I don't want to bet against Max Scherzer in his twilight zone. I do not want to be the dude doing it. I want, and this is the romantic in me, wanting Max Scherzer to go out and just drop his sack on the mound and let everybody stare in awe. That's what I would love to see happen. I would love it. The game would love it too. Dodgers win 5-3.
Dodgers win 5-3. I don't know how quickly you could pull something like this up, Jay, but do you happen to know if there's any of the Blue Jays regulars that have seen Glasnow well in terms of like who could be like a standout? Because I mean, Glasnow has been fucking unbelievable this postseason, but I'm sure he's faced some of these Toronto guys before. Yeah, would love to know like what the career numbers are, because I mean that was interesting to me that Max Muncy, when he homered off of Gausman, they put those career numbers up, and I think that was his 4th career home run against Gausman. Yep. He fucking owns him. I didn't know that. What do we got, Jay?
So Vlad Jr. Has the most plate appearances of any regular against Glasnow. He's got 18 in his career, so it's obviously not a huge sample, even smaller than Muncy's was. But Vlad has hit 357, 500, 714. That's a 12-14 OPS. That's 5 for 14 with 2 doubles, a homer, 4 walks in those 18 plate appearances. Bichette has had the exact opposite. He's hit 143 with a 393 OPS in 16 plate appearances. Santander, obviously, not going to be relevant here. Kiner Falefa has 10 plate appearances. Every other player has single-digit number of plate appearances against Glasnow in their careers, and really not a whole lot. Jimenez has a homer, so that's good, but it's only 6 plate appearances.
So Jared, Kirk
has a homer. Kirk has a homer as well.
Oh,
let's
sorry, Kirk has an RBI. Okay. I misread that. My fault.
RBI and a homer. So let's play a little game. You're Glasnow. I'm the pitching coach. I'm Mark Pryor. Hey, Ty. God damn, you look good. Your hair looks good today too. Hey, just don't let Vlad beat us. Cool. Go get him, man.
I don't know that Tyler Glasnow is not going to challenge Vlad.
It's not about challenging. It's about where you find yourself in the game. And that's the thought process that we don't have room for. I want you going out there thinking nothing but that. But then when the game presents itself, and if we're in a situation and we find ourselves not being able to tread water the way we wanted to, maybe you don't have this one today, right? Maybe you just don't have that level changer, that equalizer. Maybe you don't have that slight piece. What are we doing? Where's our go? So I still want you attacking. Absolutely. And there's no reason with Glasnow stuff that you don't go out there and attack. Mm-hmm. But if there's a place to maneuver here, we got a guy on second. We got 2 outs and it's Vlad at the dish. Guess what? Why don't we pick our spot? Why don't we be smart about this? Why don't Ty? Remember, your hair looks great, fucking phenomenal. Let's just not let Vlad beat us today. That's all.
Sounds like Vladdy's going to be making an appearance on my pick'em for Game 3, Jay. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's what the numbers would lead you to believe.
Yeah, don't be surprised when old Vladdy Jr. shows up as my leadoff hitter for my
Vlad to wear a Blue Jays uniform, folks. Lock it in.
You know what? Maybe I'll do higher on 3.5 total bases for Vlad.
Oh boy!
Oh, you want? Well, I mean, just fuck call a homer. Quit being a bitch about it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I know.
The fuck?
Call the homer, bruh.
Well, no, because I mean, if it's 2 doubles, I still want my green check. You
So
know
well,
what I'm saying?
that's where you,
Shut the fuck up.
Looking for a fucking
Take my pick'em, which I know you do. By the way, the folks at Underdog even told me, they were like, "Hey, just letting you know, like Dallas may make fun of your pick'ems all the time, but we have data that proves that he has actually like taken 96% of your pick'ems in 2025. He's been profiting off of your knowledge all season.
That's not possible.
Yeah, well, cat's out of the bag, dude. You're a fraud."
Dude. Easy, Bruce Wayne. Oh, fucking TV Batman.
Yeah. By the way, I said it on the stream. A lot of JTN viewers were at the Halloween costume party last night.
Nice.
We love to hear
that.
that.
Had a good time.
Yeah, there were some pretty cool costumes. Someone dressed up as the tree that crushed Jeff Passan.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We had Randy Johnson and the dove, the bloody
bird?
dove.
I saw that.
Yep.
At first I was like, what the fuck? Like Randy Johnson and like a dead bride? Oh no, it's a bird.
Yeah, it's a bird. We had Cam Schlittler, but as a clown.
How'd that go?
She got booed, but like that means it was successful.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like when you get really angry at the movie character, like they're doing their job. Like, right. I fucking hate you. Well, perfect. I nailed it.
Right. Yeah. No, there were some really good ones. Yeah. Wish you guys could have been there.
Yeah. Well,
saw Batman there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was he everything that you thought he would be?
Yeah, dude knows ball.
Yeah.
He was just standing in front of the TV watching the World Series the whole time, just yelling "I told you so" to everyone. Every swing, he was like, "I told you so."
The bottom of his mask was his own beard.
yeah, it was weird. Yeah. Obviously, it looks like Batman's been going through some hard times because I know Batman to be clean shaven. This one, not so much.
Well, fucking grunge, man. I wish I could watch. I would go to bed to compilations of people arguing in Halloween costumes, because you lose track of like what you look like. You lose track of what you're fucking wearing, like the shit that you have on your face, like like if you're painted, like it's just like the Tin Man yelling at a giant baby, like it's just fucking trying to take it serious for just a moment. Fucking hear me out. It's like it fucking easy, Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I love Halloween parties for that reason.
I will say this as my final closing thought here, because we have some nugs too, right, Jay? Yeah. So I just want to. It's my final thought, but we still have a little bit more to get to. So during the wild card and division series rounds, it's every day, it's long days, and you're like, man, I would love a day off. And that now that I'm getting them, I don't want them. Like the time in between the LCS and the World Series starting, hated it. The fact that we're not going to get to stream tomorrow night, hate it. Like it's just one day, and I don't want it. I want to be back, just the nuts. I just want the nuts, and I am not looking forward to the off season whatsoever. I mean, I still think that there's opportunity for us to stream, baseball movies and classic MLB games that are on YouTube and all that. I'm looking forward to doing that, but there's nothing like a live JTN. Nothing like it.
Didn't know how badly I was missing it in my life.
Yeah. It's a whole new purpose now.
Oh, baby, we are locked and loaded. All right, where do we start? So, sorry, give me 1 second. Will Smith, he had the 8th go-ahead homer in the 7th inning or later by a catcher in a World Series game. joining JT Realmuto in 22, Kurt Suzuki, new manager, in 2019, Steve Yeager in 1981, Carlton Fisk in 75, Tim McCarver, Hal Smith, and Roy Campanella, which means that 3 of the 8 instances have been done by the Dodgers franchise. Oddly enough, Yamamoto, which is what we're all really here for, the first with consecutive complete games in a postseason since Curt Schilling in 2001, the first Dodger with consecutive complete games in a postseason since Oral Hershiser in 88, and the fourth pitcher in the last 40 years with consecutive complete games with 1 or 0 walks in the postseason. If you look at complete games with 1 or 0 runs and 0 walks in the World Series, National League starting pitchers since 1960, the only instances of that are Yamamoto, Bumgarner in 2014, Game 5, Cliff Lee in Game 1 of 2009, Tom Glavine in Game 1 of 1992, and Sandy Koufax in 1963, which means that the only instances of Dodgers pitchers doing that is Yamamoto tonight and Koufax back in 1963. Yamamoto is the 3rd pitcher in MLB history to have consecutive complete games. This came after the stream, so maybe you guys haven't even heard this, which is very special. 3rd pitcher in MLB history to have consecutive complete games with 1 or 0 runs allowed in a single postseason, and have both of those starts be on the road, joining Mickey Lolich in 1968 and Christy Mathewson in 1905, which means that if you look at only NL pitchers to do that, it's Yamamoto and Christy Mathewson 120 years apart, which is just always mind-blowing to me that intuitively we know the sport's been going on that long, but it's still crazy to consider. And those are the Nugs.
Wow. Dallas, you have a final thought?
I'll continue to beat the drum of the starting pitching. What Yamamoto has done has obviously opened eyes in a historic perspective, but I think it's interesting, the ebb and flow of where we place the value on the arms in terms of bullpens and how valuable of a commodity they are and how important they are, especially in a short championship series like this, and the inevitability of what a outstanding starting performance does, not only for a viewing experience, I think for old school baseball fans, but just for a series experience, knowing that the balance has struck again, and there will be an off day. There will be the ability to catch your breath on both sides, because let's not forget, even though we lost, Kevin Gausman threw the ball very well himself, just a couple mistakes. So I just love the fact that starting pitching has its fingerprints all over the postseason again, still.
Jay Hay, do you have a final thought?
I'll piggyback off of that. 10 starts this postseason of 100 or more pitches. There were only 3 such starts in the entirety of the 24 postseason. So just a completely different ball game in that regard. And while 100 pitches doesn't in and of itself guarantee you any sort of aesthetic pleasure or great viewing experience, I do think it gives us a better chance at it. And we're seeing the type of starting pitching performances that are my single favorite things to look up or to experience in the postseason and to share with everybody else, because that's the stuff that, the walk-off home runs and that kind of stuff obviously are what they are. But the singularly great pitching performances are, to me, what I key in on in my brain to remember specific games and where I was and which World Series it was. And it was the one where, we just did it with Schilling. And obviously Randy had similar performances, but, Schilling went 3 straight complete games in that postseason. And that to me is a trigger for that World Series in a way that Bumgarner is for 14, and Yamamoto may end up representing that, or the Dodgers in general may end up representing that for 25, which is kind of cool. And those are my final thoughts.
I have one more quick final thought for the BID listeners that are just podcast people and not into the stream. Some of the feedback was, why would I sit and watch people watch baseball And it clicked for me that I think their perception of like baseball streaming is kind of like what we used to do at Barstool, which we just kind of like sit there and wait for moments to react to. And like that was the stream.
No.
If you're a BID listener, the streams are basically 3-hour podcasts. Like we are having conversations. Jay is in real time searching for nugs. Dallas is breaking down performances on the mound and at the plate in real time. You are able to submit questions and comments in the chat that are getting answered by everyone on the podcast in real time. There is hardly any, if any, dead air on these streams. It's not a baseball watch along. It is essentially this podcast happening during the game while watching the game. That's what it is. So I don't know, like if people were confused or misunderstood like what the streams were, if that's what you thought is like we're just sitting there watching the game and like commentating like we're broadcasters. I know Dallas is one, but that's not it. It's basically the podcast happening in real time during the game that you can watch the same feed as us.
And you can watch the game. And I mean, we joke about this, but it's true. Like the feed is very quick, but you also have the opportunity. You have the choice. You want to turn up the game broadcast and turn down whatever it is we're talking about in the moment. You can do that. You want to turn us up, turn the broadcast down. So be it. So really, it's just the feed. It's the game with our 3, 4, 5 little boxes down at the bottom of your screen, and we're all watching the game together. That's all it is. You're not staring at us, just us watching the game. You have the choice. You can turn the game on, turn up the announcers. You can hear us in the background if you want. You can make us the main conversation. Totally up to you. It's an alternative to your standard viewing experience. So when the inning is over and they go to commercial break, sure, get up and whatever. That's when Jay Hay is throwing nugs out. We're doing trivia. We're talking shit. We're just, it's an alternative to watch the game.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, it's again, you don't know who's going to pop in either. Like Joe Madden, I thought we were going to get 2-3 innings out of him. He was there for a long time and it was great.
Well,
we've had a lot of Josh Donaldson, game 1 of the World Series. Like I didn't get to watch it or partake in it, but I know what a Josh Donaldson stream looks like because he came on for the playoffs and I think it was 2020. He's awesome. Like his ability to like break shit down and explain it to a fan that did not play Major League Baseball. Like he's one of the best at being able to do that. So yeah, I mean, it's the podcast, but there's also going to be guests pretty much every single live stream from here on out.
Think about the clubs that you went to and maybe still go to that have 6, 7 different rooms, right? Different genres of music that you can go to. Well, in this room, it's us watching the World Series. We're not leaving this room. We're going to be in this room. The music / the World Series is going to be bumping all night long. We're going to be here, dip in, dip out, check in, check out, hang out for a couple innings, hang out for the whole damn thing. That's basically what this is. But you get to watch baseball. We get to watch it together. And we hope you stop by.
Yeah, please do. Please do. All right. That's it from us tonight. We'll be back for Just the Nuts for game 3, followed by a BID. These aren't numbered podcasts, right? Because this would be 400 and we didn't even fucking know, right?
I don't know.
I guess that answers itself then. They can be like,
these are bonuses.
Bonus.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Postseason potties.
Yeah. All right. See you for game 3.
Wow.